Hello, first let me briefly introduce my project, and introduce how did I make it. My thought of my project is derived from the game The Sims, and I simplify some functions. In this game, the character may have one feeling after a certain period of time, where the feeling is random among hungry, sleepy, stomachache. We can judge his feeling by his motion, and there is an audio hint to remind you that he has a request now. Then we need to bring him to shiny areas, and then he may automatically do some actions, including eating, sitting or lying down, and using toilet according to his current feeling. If we can bring him to shiny areas in the allotted time, he will do the complete action and the intimate level between you and him will increase. Otherwise, the intimate level will decrease. If it equals 0, the game will restart. This is the model of my project. The yellow shiny areas in the model are hint areas to complete the character's request. When he is tired, there are 3 areas to sit and 2 for sleeping. When he is hungry, there is 1 for eating, and if he has a stomachache, there are 2 areas for using toilets, here and here. This is the initial state of my project. If you satisfy his request, he will do the complete action like this. If the character collides with the door, he will push it automatically. If the intimate level equals 0, this page will appear and the game will restart. If the character is hungry, he will do this action, and this is the hint area for eating. If we bring him here, he will eat himself like this. If the character is tired, he will do this action. These are hint areas for having a rest. If we bring him here, he will sit down or lie down, and if he lies down, we can turn off the light. If the character has a stomachache, he will do this action, and these are the hint areas for using toilet. If we bring him here, he will use the toilet like this. Then let me introduce how did I make it. First, I learned to use Unity by following the tutorial videos on its official website, and completed a simple project, space shooter and part of the stealth game. I imported the characters made by Maya into Unity, and tried to control them. After the learning process, I began to do my project. First, I downloaded a 3-dimensional building model from internet, and imported it into my Unity project. Then I added lighting system and texture to the model. Then I downloaded a 3-dimensional character model from the internet, and I made some humanoid animations based on this character after studying how to use Maya by myself. I designed the working process of my project and imported all humanoid animations, texture images, and audio sources into my project. Finally, I wrote controller scripts to control the game logic. The left image is the original model that I downloaded from the internet. The right image is the model after adding the lighting system and the texture. Totally, I made 12 humanoid animations. They are idle, walking, sitting down, standing up, lying down, getting up, eating, sleepy, hungry, stomachache, complete, pushing animations. I made them by using Maya, and I break down these animations into MacMotion by doing these actions by myself again and again. I imported all these animations into my Unity project as shown in left page. These are part of animations that are made by Maya. This is a complete action animation. This is a sitting down animation. This is a walking animation. And this is the lying down animation. This is the animator controller of my project. That controls the transfer of this stage in my script. I made the pushing down animation in Unity. This is the pushing down animation animator controller. This is the animator curves. I try my best to design features of this project. What's more, I pay much attention to details, such as making the humanoid animations, designing the animator controller in Unity, selecting audio sources for formatting the structure of code in scripts, and so on. This is the first time that I have used Maya and Unity. Therefore, I met many difficulties when making humanoid animations and achieving the control of characters' movements, as well as the whole game logic. But I overcame these difficulties finally, and I found that Unity is really powerful, and this project is extremely interesting. Now, let me present my project to you. This is the initial state of my project. This is the initial intake level, which is 50. Now there is the audio hint, and this action means the character has a stomachache, so we need to bring him to a toilet. This is the shiny area. When the character gets here, he will have using toilet himself. When he collided with the door, he will push it. Let's wait for the next audio. Then press the WASD to control him to move. That's another audio hint. When he do this action, it means that the character is hungry. So let me bring him to kitchen. Yeah, look here. This is a shiny area. If we bring him here, he will eat automatically. And then we can press the button Z to stop him to eat. We satisfy his request, so he do the completion, and the intermediate level will increase. Then there's another audio hint, means that he has a stomachache. Let's go into the toilet. There's another toilet here. This is the shiny area. The intermediate level will increase. This action means that the character is tired. These are 3 hint areas. To sit down. There is still 2 other areas. Look here. We can bring him here. Then he will lie down and automatically. We can press Button R to turn off the light. And we can press the left control to let him get up, and press the button R to turn on the light. The intermediate level was increased. Oh, he's hungry again. The intermediate level was increased. Oh, he's tired again. Let's bring this time. Let's bring him here. He will sit down. So we can press the left shift. Let him stand up. If he has a request but we do not satisfy him, the intermediate level will decrease. Now he's hungry. if we don't bring him to location, you see the internet level will decrease. Yeah, it was decreased. That's all. That is my simple Unity project. Thank you, Professor. I really appreciate